in Lincoln, Skegness and Gainsborough.
BBC Radio Lincolnshire.
It's quite an event here at Cereals, I must say. The rain hasn't put anyone off, I must say. You know, there's some bits of squelchy path, but there's also plenty of clean grass to walk along, and it's absolutely fine. If you're a farmer anyway, you're all coming armed with your wellies, you're absolutely fine. But I've just been sort of attracted by these unusual machines. Now, I sort of think of hay bales as you know, kind of already being there, scattered around fields and things like that in the county. Used to be done by people with pitchforks, but Paddy Reid from ProStraw Systems has got an unusual new system, a new way of dealing with this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. So you've got some these big machines here that they're not just sort of dumping the hay bales around the field. They've got a sort of big carry-on thing at the back to make it more efficient. Just explain why and how this works.
Yeah, well, basically they are fitted to the baler, and it's a bale accumulator. It will collect the bales as they come out of the baler, and when you get to the headland, you can eject the bales on the headland, creating a controlled traffic system, which makes it a lot faster to collect the bales once the field has been baled.
And I suppose it saves you driving around all over the fields and trampling getting all these, you know, those lovely lines that you get in when you're driving along, picking up the or spraying or harvesting or anything. Saves you having to drive all over and pick them up.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the whole reason for the machine. It creates controlled traffic, so the other vehicles collecting the straw don't have to travel over the field. They can remain on the headland, reducing compaction and actually speeding up the time it takes to pick the bales up.
And I guess this sort of event is, I suppose, to take a punt, isn't it, the cream of the crop, really, for your kind of business. This massive, hundreds and hundreds of things direct to farmers. Is this where you sort of make your money for the year, or is it just a bit of a sort of shop window?
No, I think you know, harvest is when the farmers make their money. It's the biggest time of the year, and these machines are very efficient, and farmers have to be efficient during harvest, and time is of the essence. We get a very, very short window. So yeah, these machines are really helpful for guys getting on and removing straw from the field. So yeah, it is the time where we all make money, and the straw industry is growing. We now have straw-fired power stations in Lincolnshire and Cambridgeshire, and there's a lot more straw being baled, and these machines are now coming onto the market. They are coming into their fore now because they are creating efficiencies that we're all looking for.
And looking back at the show itself, this show that we've got on at the moment, is it, I alluded to the weather, is that making a difference at all? Was it difficult to set up yesterday?
I think there was most people had set up probably over the weekend when the weather was a lot finer, and yes, yesterday was a bit challenging, but everybody seems to have got their stands set up, and yeah, we've got a really good crowd here today. There's a lot of people turning up, and it's not going to disappoint. So we're quite sort of optimistic for the show.
And how big and how important is the show to you as a sort of a sales opportunity? I guess
it's the biggest show of the calendar. It's the biggest show of the year. Everybody is here. Farmers come here in their hundreds of thousands, and this is where we have our shop window. Cereals is the biggest event of the year, and yeah, we're all looking to do some business.